There it is, man. Back at it. I was questioning too. Matter of fact, what's going on, world? Let's start there. Sometime for whatever reason, past couple of days, there it is. It's been way more important than what's going on, world. But addressing the world is more important sometimes. I was gonna say basically, I was considering, what I'm saying, grabbing a J's, what I'm saying, grabbing them joints, grabbing some, maybe getting a lighter, grabbing a spare one. I always forget to grab one before I leave the house, but that's just me based off of you know, going to the store and maybe needing to, I don't really need it, but it's like just feeling like I should probably just blow something. Pause. That's what I'm thinking at least. But I got, like I said, I got the camera on, so I don't want to be walking in with the camera on. I don't want to be that guy, especially because I got to go to the ATM. ATM is inside the building. Grab the 20, just spending like $5 or $10 on like little pre rolls or whatever. They got some strong shit. I'm just not trying to be slammed while on live stream. That's the biggest part. You know, that's the biggest issue. I guess it ain't an issue, but that's just how I'm thinking. And for that, here I am, man. Just I don't know, man. I'm sober for the most part. I'm just sober, bruh. But I guarantee you, probably like I want to say by the weekend, I'm gonna do my little celebration. So I'll have my regular, whether it's nighttime, daytime, just do my live chat joint, do my yearly round, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get that in, and in the process of that, it's like I don't know. I don't know. I might film it when I go home though, because I got the stream stuff and then the actual thing to record in the daytime. So that'll be like my yearly thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, uh-huh. But yeah, bro. So that's where I'm at with it right now. I got to figure out. Actually, today's Thursday. That's crazy. Today's Thursday, so I got like Friday, Saturday. I got 3 more days. 3 more days still. That's crazy to think about. 3 more days, man. And like the thing is, 3 more days is more for me, but the actual what do you call this? The my cutoff will be on the first of next month. So I got like I don't even know 5.5 to 6 days. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? The Mumbai police joined the building. That's crazy. Karina, what's going on, Karina? You are? Listen, it's not a judgment-free zone. I ain't mad at you. If that's what you do, that's what you do. I'm not mad at you. I appreciate you guys dropping in. Double tap the screen if you want to. I appreciate it. It's one of them nights, man. See my dude's working tonight. I'll see him. I don't see nobody. But I appreciate you guys dropping in. Thank you for being here. Just walking down the street, but I might post up. My plan was to kind of just walk up here, post up. The energy today has been kind of off. Just in general. Strange shit going on. Interesting things. You know, interesting. Whatever. Energy a little off for some people, man. I was sitting there like, what's going on with people, man? There's certain people that ain't get back to me in a while. And I was like, damn, that's just me being available though. So, and it's funny because I actually stayed busy, if not occupied most of the day. And then I looked back and it was like more negative energy and shit going on the internet. I'm like, damn, what the fuck going on the internet? So it was like, bro, I need to like stay off my phone basically. I need to stay off the phone. What's going on? Cool kid. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for dropping in on me. How you doing tonight? I might just post up here. Chill on the little lounge chairs. Whatever they got. I've been up here for a while now. I used to come here in the wintertime. I might have did a couple streams in the wintertime. But yeah. Cool kid, I don't know what that is, bro. I don't know why you're sending me all these characters and whatnot, but yeah, man. Chill back over here. Yo, man, what the fuck? I feel like there was something sharp in my leg, but it's really just a hair. That's funny. Yeah, man. I'm gonna chill out though. outdoors. I don't even think them spots is open no more. You know, let's get the thing in the background. Ugh. Same porch as everything, man. Good lighting and all that. It's right here. Shit, bro. That's the other thing too, man. Literally, like, you know, I'm leaving the house. I'm like, it's hella hot in the house. You saw a dog? Is there a dog in the window? Hey, don't worry about the dogs, man. I got people living here. But no, like, I left the house and the fucking street sweeper. I see him right now. The street sweeper's out there just doing his thing. I'm like, that's crazy, man. I never seen that shit. But you know, man, 55 people in the live chat. Appreciate you dropping in, man. Tell me where you guys are from. That's crazy. I rarely get this type of shit going on, but I appreciate you guys either way. You know, appreciate it, man. I'm just doing a little Wednesday. Matter of fact, it's a Wednesday night, so I'm just checking in really. But if you guys want to talk about how you guys are doing, let me know too. I'm doing all right actually. I haven't left the house all day until tonight, and like I said, I walked outside. I saw the street sweeper. It was hella quiet outside. They were cleaning up the streets. I was like, "What's going on here?" I don't even know the situation, but it looks like they're actually cleaning up the streets a little bit. It got a little dirty. Not like New York or anything, but it's up there. Chris Newton said they saw a dog. Alexander, what's going on? What's going on? But I don't know what that means. What you wrote, it kind of, for some reason, if you write stuff like that, I don't know why, but it looks at it like it's spam, so it looks like spam or something. So you gotta be careful. You know, gotta be careful. Wednesday night, bro. Wednesday night, we in the live chat, man. What's going on with y'all? Talk to me. Get at me, man. Let me know what's going on. I just see the duck and the chicken. I don't know what's going on, bro. I appreciate you being here either way. I don't know what's going on. I appreciate you being here either way, man. Yeah, it's been pretty chill though. I think all day, like I was just like, I thought to myself, I was like, I woke up early and I was like, I should probably go straight to the library, sit around, get some work done maybe. And then part of me was like overthinking some shit. I was like, I don't know if I want to show up there and just be in my own be in my own head about stuff. Just thinking too much and like getting the minimum done. Because the thing is, I could have got the minimum done, walked around, enjoyed the sunlight, but I actually slept most of the day, man. Like something told me, like I just kept reflecting on this video I was watching. There was this one dude. He's this Rasta dude. He was saying something important about like a rest or some shit. He was like, people forget like when your body's like asleep, it's less about the sleep and more about just shutting down. Alexis, what's going on? Appreciate you dropping in. Issa, what's going on? I'm just talking to myself. If not, whoever wants to interact in the chat, man. I'm just every now and again I'll hit the live chat, just get on live or whatever, just chop it up. You know what I'm saying? I just need to be outside. I probably should walk around a little more, but there's more lights on this side. There's more like lighting, I should say. There's like more lighting over here. So I was gonna walk in like a certain back street, go towards Safeway. Maybe I'll make a excuse me. Maybe I'll make the Safeway run. I don't know yet. Let me sit up straight. But yeah, how am I doing? Actually, I'm doing all right. I was just thinking like most of the day I just slept in. I woke up early. I ate. I laid back down, and then I was like, man, feels like I'm not gonna get shit done today. But I took a nap, a little quick power nap. I woke up. I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to leave the house. Something just told me like, just stay indoors right now, just relax and rest the body a little bit. And then I was trying to get some. Actually, I was getting work done a little bit because I was recording the videos at the house. So that took about 4 hours. There was 3 of them. It normally takes me about 3 hours, but one of them took hella long because of the certain mission that I was doing on the video game. But anyway, taking care of that shit 4 hours, and then I looked at the time. I'm like, I should probably go outside. I don't know. Like it's late right now. Hold on, what time is it? It's like 10 right now, 10 p.m. Pacific. But yeah, I just was like, I should probably just leave. I should probably just walk outside and just get some air or something, bro. Go outside, get some fresh air, and I don't know. Just one of those. It just felt right. Yeah, it's weird because I feel like I'm trying to think, bro. I don't remember what happened on Saturday. I feel like there was something that happened Saturday. Maybe not. But Sunday, like Sunday we had the casual meet, so it's like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and today's Thursday, so it's like 4 days straight of just like being productive and getting stuff done. video wise, whether it's recording, editing, or just doing, whatever I had to do in terms of channel stuff, or just making sure I looked out for my friends and made sure their content was public, stuff like that. I was just making sure all my logistics were in order, everything was on point. And yeah, it's just today was just a day like, hey, just relax. And it's funny because next Wednesday I got to go into the little the new workplace that I'm getting hired at or whatever, and I gotta submit some. I gotta remember that shit. Bring some paperwork or whatever. It's 12:11. Where you at? You're 2 hours ahead. Hold on. You in the Midwest or you up in Canada? Yeah, that's crazy, man. Actually, there be people from I be forgetting people down south too. You know what I'm saying? People down south on that central time zone. Do I have family? I mean, I live with family. I live with family, but like yeah, it's just one of those. I just try to get as much work done. You know, I don't know, like recording or whatever wise as possible. And I just thought about, I was like, I can force myself to go to sleep like right now, but then it's like I already slept earlier in the day, so it's like I have all this energy. I guess just take that, just take that energy and just go outside and do the little live stream, whatever. Just tap in a bit, something like that. My bad. My body got itchy for a second. Kids wise, no, I got no kids. If that's what you're asking, like I'm still living with family, but I got no kids. That's yeah. Got nada. That's fun. Like my eyes are getting fucked up. I just seen someone walk past. I was like, that look like my ex, but I don't think it's her. No, I don't think that's her. That's funny. People be out here too. You be like, when you're in the courtyard here, you're just riding the smack in the middle of everything. It's crazy. Forgot what it's like. I'm so used to being it. Like I'm so used to sitting under the tree. There's a here. Let me show you this real quick. Well, Rob, what's good? There's this tree right here. I'm used to sitting under there, and then like I don't really see the shit around me. The last time I was here, that was when I was sitting at this table, and then this mother brought her kids down. It's kind of like beginning of the summer, and they were just playing like pretty much like baseball or whatever. They're like pitching, softball, baseball, whatever. Just whatever. Rob, what's going on? It's raining. Wait, what? How's it raining down there? Hey, it's been clear all week up here, and then you guys got rain. But it is weird because I walked outside tonight and I saw how windy it was, and I was like, damn, I gotta go back and grab a hoodie. So I wonder if we'll get rain too. I don't know if it'll come up the way that the jet stream works. I don't think it'll come up the coast, but that's crazy to think that you guys got rain down there because like we're known for rain here, and it's been pretty smooth past couple of days. But how you been doing, Rob? What's going on with you, man? How you been doing, bro? Man, I'm just chilling right here, bro. Weird summer. Has it been a weird summer down there? I think here has been a little. It's actually been a good summer, but for me, I just want 90 degrees plus. Like I just want it to be in the 90s. Like the 80s is cool. I was like, man, that 80s shit is cool, but like I need a little warmer. I need a little hotter. I ain't gonna lie. Because the thing is, we got these random 80-degree days in the springtime, like right before summer started. So I was like, okay, we got a taste of the 80s, so give me 90 degrees. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck this. This shit is like it's easy. It's easy work, man. 80s, 85, 88, like that shit. Walk through that shit, shorts and t-shirt. Like he's like, oh, that's normal heat. I need a little more heat. Hell no, it's been in the 90s and the hundreds, hella hot. You want 80 degrees? I'll swap places with you right now. That's crazy. I'll switch places with you right now. I need some 90s and 100-degree weather. The thing is, my phone is gonna overheat, but like it's whatever. At least that'll let me not look at my phone in the summertime. I'll just enjoy nature or some shit, just being outside. So there's this umbrella right here, right on the little. There's a patio behind me, and that's just attached to the thing. But yeah, it looks kind of weird right behind me. Yeah, if that makes sense. Oh, that's the other thing. This is crazy. I'm under this apartment. I don't know if you hear the baby crying, but at my duplex, bro, like I woke up 4 in the morning and I kept hearing something. What the fuck is that noise? It's like 4 in the morning. I just hear some baby crying. So the thing is, our building, there's another like duplex or apartment on the side of it, right to the right, and like it's abandoned. I don't. It's like there's no one that's occupying it. So I'm like, man, there better not be no random family squatting inside this place, and then there's a baby and they're crying. So it's 4 in the morning. I go downstairs. My brother's sleeping. I'm like, you hear some shit? He's, I don't hear nothing. I walk outside. I'm listening. I start circling around the block. I'm like, what the fuck is that coming from? And like my ears, I'm trying to tune it in. I'm like, okay, it sounds like it's the house right next door. That was like the same. We're in the same building. It's just a duplex, so it's like the other side of the duplex. I'm hearing this baby crying 4 in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck is this? But it like tripped me out in the morning, bro. I had a hard time sleeping. So it's funny. I go back to sleep, but then my brother, he tells me in the morning, he goes, he said, man, my phone broke, but I was hearing the baby crying. I couldn't sleep either. I was like, the fuck is that? Where's that coming from? And he was getting paranoid too, trying to figure out where it came from. Shit was wild. But it's just like a loud ass kid next door. My bad. Cars catching on fire due to overheating and heat. The heat wave, yeah, that's crazy. You know, people's phones. You remember that one summer, like a couple years ago, people's phones were blowing up. Like summertime, people left it in the back seat or in the seat of the car or some shit, and then like the sun rays would just beat inside of the window and then just fuck the phone up. Shit would be catching on fire, bro. It is crazy. But yeah, my phone was overheating at the house. Like I'm just sitting at home, like my phone's in my hand and it's just getting hella hot. Trying to charge it. I could barely go over 80% just charging up. I'm like, damn, man. No, I'm thinking about doing this. What's it called? This little run, this little safe. Just walk over to Safeway type shit. But there's also the corner store is always more convenient, man. Every time I walk to the corner store, it's chill. I've been kicking it over here, on that side of the neighborhood a lot. Like almost to the point where it's like I keep seeing the same fucking randos just asking me stupid ass questions and shit. Like I said, we had that weird dude that one night, and I've seen him on multiple occasions. But every time I see him, he act like he don't know me. So I'm like, bro, I don't know if he's an agent or some weird shit. You just don't know sometimes. People just on some weird shit. But yeah, I just want some heat. Basically, I'll switch places with you. That's what I'm saying. When I went to Texas, man, they had some good 90-degree weather. I was like, I might have to move down there. I've been thinking about it, and I remember I took my cousin with me to Texas back in October, and this is like early October, like first week of October. We go there, and it's fucking warm. It's like 80 degrees and shit. I was like, damn, man, it's hot year round. I mean, it's warm year round, I should say. Aside from when they get random like flash rains, floods, and like ice and shit. That's the thing, is like the city can't handle the ice over there because it's more flat. We have like hills over here, so we're used to like rain and shit, going downhill. But over there, they can't handle ice or precipitation or whatever. But they get rain though. That's what's crazy. Like they get rain, they just don't get it as much as we do. We get consistent like rainfall, but actually, you know what I found out was I forget the name of the city. It's not Mobile. It's not Mobile, Alabama. It might be another place. I forget, but it's more near the coast, like the Gulf Coast. But there's a city in Alabama that gets actually the most rain year round in the states. Like in the country, that city actually gets the most rain. Everybody thinks it's like Seattle, New York, or I don't know, Portland or some shit. Everybody thinks it's those places, but it's actually somewhere in Alabama. They get the most rain or some shit. Like they get, I don't know if it's maybe the measurement was like 8 inches of rainfall or some shit. Because New York City actually has more inches of rainfall compared to Seattle. We just have more consistent overcast and downpour, if that makes sense. But yeah. But Issa, if you're still hanging out, I'll switch places with you. What's going on? Like, let me let me know. You can get this 80 degree, 70-degree weather. Yo, I had a giant bug on me. What the fuck? God damn, where's this dude come from? That happens to you kicking it in public. I was like, what is this on my hand? I was like, fuck. I feel bad for throwing the bug like that, but where's it? My bad, bro. My bad. But yeah, that's another thing too. I don't know. So let me know how it is where you guys are at. Summertime over here, we get random bugs inside the house sometimes. It's been kind of like a scan. Oh, you're scanning the cards? What? Are you about to sell them? Or are you about to just you about to save some of them? Are you about to grade them too? I've never had cards graded actually. I've never graded any cards. I might want to do that one day. Think about it. You know, I was thinking about that too. Somebody had a. Oh, here we go. I got a random message from a friend. Sell and grade and trade. That's pretty good. Yeah, man. The other day at the place I go to. So on Sundays we go to Tabletop Village, which is like it's primarily like a Pokemon card shop, but they do like One Piece and all that too. I don't know if I got more bugs on me. What the fuck is this? Or that ain't no bugs. But anyway, JD, where you been, man? JD, man, come through on a Saturday or Sunday, man. I don't even know where the fuck it's at on Saturday. I forgot. I gotta look at the maps in the morning. I think like Federal Way or some shit. JD, is it Federal Way? I gotta look at it. Check the website. I changed my profile, like my WBO and Discord and shit. I just kept changing shit. Hey, it's been a hella weird week, man. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the server. There's just been some weird shit going on. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know if it's just me, but it's just like what do you call this? It's just the whole internet. The whole internet's been kind of weird right now, man. Like YouTube's been weird, and then I'll go on Discord, and then it's just like the weirdness trickles down into Discord, and then sometimes vice versa, and I'm like, the fuck's going on here, man? I don't like this shit. I don't rock with this. They got the jerk chicken joint right here. Let me show you real quick. The picture stuff, I appreciate it. So there's this kid, this little girl that comes by. What's going on, Graydon? What's going on, Brett? How you been doing, man? I've been seeing your shorts and your I've been seeing the one where you had the coins. Well, obviously they're all about coins, but there was one that you talked about. There's like a roll of coins, and then it was kind of peeled back, like somebody was tampering with it or whatever. I was like, that's kind of interesting. I don't know if that was yours or someone else's channel, but I think because I was watching your coin channel, I was getting recommended other ones now, which is kind of funny. That's how it works, though. But yeah, I've been peeping. That's actually a good thing, JD. I need to stay off. That's a good sign. I need to stay off the internet, bro, because the internet, you're fucking with me a little bit. I'm like, damn, I can't be there. Yeah, the Saturday event, it's X standard and then plastics. So it's X standard at 11 and then plastics at like 2 or 1 or some shit. And it's like a last minute joint. Excuse me. I want to say it's Federal Way or something. If it's not Federal Way, it's like Redmond. But yeah, you found a bunch of silver. Oh, like silver. Oh, I see what you're saying, like silver coins. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Hey man, that's crazy. They open up the door, like they open up this door, and then I just smell like hella good food. Like it's just like sauce. The smell of like, bruh, it's hella bomb. I damn near want to walk in and be like, what you got left over, man? What you about to throw away? Let me get some. That smells hella good. Whoever the fuck was sitting here a while ago just left like drinks and shit too. That's another thing. My bad. Shit's tough to find, bro. It's 39 per ounce. Ooh, 39 per ounce. That's the thing too, is them coins be heavy. Coins be heavy on average. You know, that's interesting. But JD, if you're still kicking it, man, let me know, man. Eternal, what's going on? Damn, everybody's showing up tonight. Yo, earlier I had like 55. I just sat down. I literally walked through here, I sat down, and like 55 people just ended up in the chat. I was like, what the fuck did I do? So yeah. So yeah, 44 ounces times 39 bucks. Let me think about that. Don't even tell me the answer. 44 times 39. All right, bro. Let me do this real quick. You about the piece out? All right, let me do the math real quick. Anyway, 44 times 39. All right, hold on. All right, times 4. So 78. 156. 156. All right, add the 0. 1560. Hey, that's a lot, bro. If I'm doing the math right. 1560. 15. Hold on, bro. Hold on. 3120. 3120. 600, 240. 62. Sorry, 6,240. 6,240, bro? Am I doing that right? Let me know if I'm doing that right. I calculated some higher number shit. That's crazy. My bad. 17, 16. Okay, that's cheaper. I was about to say, that's cheaper. The number I had was like some times 4 shit. No, I had it right actually, because I said 1560 at first, and then I times it by 4. I didn't need to do all that. Yeah, I see. Got you. I was storm watching live a bit ago and had a supercell formula. What is a supercell? Break that down for me. What's the supercell, man? That's crazy. All right, Grady, man. You take it easy, bro. I see the shorts. I see the videos, man. I see them. Super set. That sounds familiar. Also, it's like, damn, that's crazy. You guys are getting storms up there. It's been decent over here, man. It's been pretty like it's been pretty warm, bro. You finna be there? Babe's been chilling in the trunk since June. Damn, bro. Yeah, you gotta come through. It might break you out of a slump. You know what I mean? Like I've been. It's cool because we have the Sunday meets, so I'm able to kind of like I have weeks where I'm not really feeling good about myself or something, or I just don't really feel like right or whatever sometimes. But I show up on Sundays and everyone's just chilling and it's all nice. So it's like that kind of breaks me out of my slump sometimes. But sometimes you gotta even like right now I gotta walk outside and just get some fresh air. Every now and again somebody will say hi, someone will just nod their head, and sometimes that's all you need. That's just me though. I don't need much to kind of whatever. Internet's been a little iffy though. Stay off the internet. Stay off the internet, man. I'm happy you're here though. I'm happy you chose to log on the internet and say what's up because it's been looking weird, man. There's some weird shit going on this week. Oh no. The ones tornadoes come out of usually. Oh shit. Okay, that's interesting, man. That's crazy. So you guys get tornadoes up there? Is it? I guess I can imagine it's probably like flat over there. Yeah, we don't. The most we get is like we get quakes, but we haven't had like the big earthquake in a long time. If that makes sense. Last time we had the big earthquake, I was telling the story about it. Was like 2000, I think one or two or some shit. It might have been 2000 or 2001 or two, but like all in that same era of time was really interesting. You going to the bite? Oh yeah, yeah, that is this weekend. I ain't gonna lie, man. That should be like. It's funny because I'm about to be not working the actual bite, but like I'm gonna be working at Climate Pledge possibly, and like I don't want to be around that shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm like I think because I like middle school, high school, I used to go to the bite all the time. You know what I'm saying? And just hang out. Like maybe it's because I don't want to do it no more, but then I want to go for the food if that makes sense. And like they be having those fucking little pineapple juices and shit. But like I feel like when I go to the bite now, I just go in and out. You know what I mean? I'm there and then I'm out. But it's weird, man. I think because we have so many people that move to Seattle now, like hella people be at the bite now, bro. Motherfuckers be shoulder to shoulder damn near. It started changing after like '09, man. That shit crazy. Oh, the foothills of the mountains, interesting. You haven't been there since 2015. It's kind of good because you might have skipped it. There was one year you might have skipped it where they said, "Oh, we're doing cashless and we're doing cardless. So the only way you can pay is through the app." So they had this weird app that you had to use to pay, and everybody was fucking mad. People were so mad that they went inside the armory and started buying shit inside the armory, which is hilarious. But yeah, good times, man. Like you're making me miss being like a high schooler type shit, man. Those are good times. I miss those days, bro. The storms form after crossing the mountains. Usually, they pass. My bad. They pass farther west, but weather's been crazy lately. I feel like yeah, weather like just in North America. I'll speak on just that. Canada, right, and then like even down in Gulf Coast. I still say Gulf of Mexico area and like the fucking Atlantic Ocean, like that area right there. It's been a little strange, man. It's been a little like like winds have been picking up just in certain spots, and then they had the little. I forget. There's that one part of Georgia. This is why I was asking Amanda a while ago, like that part of Georgia where the fucking tornado ripped through certain people's houses, certain celebrities down in Georgia. They got property over there, kind of in the cut. And there's another spot, like my friend lives in Iowa, so she always updates me like, yeah, we got heat waves and windstorms and shit. So you got both back to back. I was like, yeah, that's crazy. I can never imagine that shit. That's what I'm saying over here. What most we get is the ice and the random like small quakes, but it's never been like we haven't had the big one in a while. I almost want to go through one more big earthquake, and I say that humbly because I just want to get it over with. I want to go through one heavy earthquake, get it out the way, and we go back to chilling for like another 5, 10 years. But it feels like the fact that we haven't went through it in the past like 20 was like 20 some years now. It's like, but that's just gonna hit hard. Like I feel like it's just loading up. It's gonna fuck these buildings up. All this like all the gentrification you see up and down the West Coast, but that's just gonna get fucked up from the earthquakes when it happens. Because people down in Cali felt it. Falls. And then also the other crazy thing with like seismic activity and like just like the way that the water works in the ocean. I can't remember what year it was. My friend was telling me because he lived in the Bay Area. He was like, there was an earthquake off the coast of Japan, and then it traveled down, kind of like in a certain formation towards like the Bay Area in California. So it's just weird how that works sometimes. But the Mother Nature's like that, and we've been fucking with Mother Nature too. So it's like she's reacting with a vengeance sometimes. She'd be reacting, she'd be reacting a certain type of way, bro. Shit, I was watching a video earlier about a volcano eruption, not like one recently, but just some shit that happened a long time ago that affected, affected some indigenous people in the mountains in the fucking Philippines and shit. Philippines got hella volcanoes though. I might be lying, bro. They got like 100 some volcanoes, 50 or like 100 volcanoes or some shit. They got like 10,000 islands and they got like hella volcanoes. It's crazy over there. And then they got the biggest eagle and the biggest bat in the world. That you could find all that shit over there. It's like weird. I think they also got the biggest like saltwater, no freshwater shark. They got hella crazy shit for no reason. Jellyfish will fuck you up over there. It's bad, bro. It's bad. You'll be tripping over there. But yeah, man, I gotta go. I need to move somewhere warm. I'm tired of fucking with this shit. I'm telling you, man. I'm sorry if I'm cussing a lot. I'm just like thinking about, like, I left the house thinking it's gonna be a warm summer night. It started getting chilly and shit. You know. Matter of fact, yeah, let's go to the fucking corner store, bro. Let's do it. Start walking shit. Walk down 23rd. I guess the old days. That's the thing too. Is like when I do this in the daytime, the battery be dying. It overheats and stuff. But yeah. Matter of fact, Eternal, if you're still hanging out, man, how you doing, man? Let me know. Are you going live later tonight? If you go live later tonight, let me know, man. I'll be hanging out. I don't got shit going on really. I mean, sometimes around 11 o'clock, my friends on Discord will get on the same conference call together, just chop it up about shit, Beyblades and whatnot. We just hang out. I just check in with them, see how they're doing. But lately, man, the internet, like, I don't know if it's people mixed with the internet, like the whole vibe's been off with a lot of people, man. I don't know what's going on, so I've been trying to see how people are doing. That's why I'm happy JD dropped in. They got the motorcycle out here on some Akira shit. Akira Tetsuo out here. But yeah, it's really interesting. It's like what do you call it? So I got the Jimi Hendrix on joint too. And I got the Jimi Hendrix. That's why I'm happy to hear from JD, because like we didn't hear from him for a while, and I reached out maybe like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I forgot. And like the dude was like just kind of tell me, like I mean, he didn't tell me nothing personal or like whatever, but I was just like, man, I just want to make sure everyone's doing all right. Because there's some other bladers, man, I gotta like check in with. Just a couple other people from like months ago that I need to talk to. Not sure. I did a cross country walk live earlier and storm watching after. Okay. Yeah, man. I think the last one, I don't remember what it was, but there was one where you were like at the house and you had the joint, and I think I fell asleep in the middle of it because I woke up and it said the live stream had ended. That's all I remember. You know what I'm saying? That's all I remember. You about the reverse? Oh no, you're not. But yeah. But I think the one I watched after that was when you went back to the house and they had the spiders on the porch or something. That was pretty cool. But yeah. Cool, man. Might just walk. What time is it, man? All the spots is closed, man. At this time of day, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Imagine. Here's the thing, right? So I stopped drinking back in 2023 in June. But imagine if I had did YouTube live streams earlier and I was still drinking on live. I know I would have did that shit. I would have been hella extra, hopping on live stream right after leaving the bar, right when I'm walking out, just talking shit, getting drunk. Just walking, bro. It would have been crazy if I was doing that shit. That's something I would have did too, knowing me. But yeah, it's interesting, man. I've been entertaining different kind of thought processes, if you will. I think I talked about this last time. Drinking right now, hell yeah. Drinking right now. That's what I was saying. Imagine like back in 2023, if I was just like, man, let me get my YouTube whatever going, and then I just hopped on live stream drinking and shit. Cause I used to be drinking heavy, bro, for no fucking reason. And then like sometimes I get like a little joint on me, cause and every now and again I'd buy a zip and then pre-roll my shit at the house. So then I had just hella joints on deck, and I'd just get crossfaded, just be chilling. So this same like this podcast right here, right? I used to do this shit like how do I explain this, man? I used to do this shit like just audio form, just audio podcast form, and there was these episodes where I was just like, this is when like all my people were still alive. I would just go up to UW, just chill out there, and I'll grab like a whole bottle of like Japanese whiskey, or not Japanese, excuse me, Japanese wine. My bad. So I get a whole bottle of Japanese wine. I might get a second bottle of some shit just in case it wasn't enough. I'd have some like two pre-rolled joints on me that I rolled myself. I'd be sitting by the lake just talking shit, just smoking and drinking, just on audio form, just recording the audio. And then I used to like sometimes I'd play it back, but then the other days I'd be like, I can't even listen to this shit. I'm gonna just upload it. But it's funny if you go on Spotify and you type in the Truancy Hour, I think that's on some other platforms too. Like some of my older shit still exists. Like I got deleted like 100 something episodes I think, but then like yeah, there's still hella shit. Like there's one episode that's like 14 hours long. Not that I was doing 14 hours straight, but it's kind of funny because like I was doing like hours at a time because on the app that I was using, you can only record an hour at a time. Do hours at a time, keep loading it up, keep loading it up. The whole episode is actually like 16 to 20 hours long, but it's like part one, part two. This shit is hella long. Pause. You quit drinking May 2014? That's fire. So May 2014. So we're at 11 years and some change right there. Am I doing the math right? I think it's 11 years and some change. See, here's my thing, Eternal. I'm trying to get on your level because when I turned 30, I told myself I was going to stop drinking until I turned 40. So I just need to hit the 10-year mark. Now, the funny thing is, long story short, me and my niece are 12 years apart. My niece's boyfriend's dad, like we met this dude. He's like a veteran. He's an Army veteran. And I was telling him my story because he was trying to buy me a beer. And I was like, yeah, bro, I'm not going to drink again until like 2033. And then he's like, damn. He said, you going to wait 10 years? And he was getting hyped. He's like, damn, by then, you would have been so disciplined that you probably just stopped drinking altogether. I was like, I mean, whatever happens, happens. I mean, if that's what happens, I probably just stopped drinking altogether. But I feel like right now, because, I don't even know how old I was when I first started drinking, bro. 14, 15 or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, technically, my dad gave me my first beer sip when I was like 4 because I saw this dude. You know, it's crazy. The first year was the roughest, but right now it's pretty chill. It's pretty easy. Because I'm at, let's see, I turned 32 this year, so I'm like 2 years sober. But that first year, I ain't gonna lie, that first year was kind of rough. I was like, hey, man, that's how you know. That's how you know I was doing this a whole lot. Like, that's how you know I was drinking to the worst degree, low key, bro. That's how you know. Because that shit was terrible. You said you were a mess. See, I think I was on the verge of being a mess, man, because I was blacking out and just forgetting shit. And then, like, I would see people again that I drank with, and they'd be hella, like, standoffish to me. And I was like, damn, I probably disrespected this dude. I probably called him a bitch over some funny shit. And then I was just, like, testing him or something stupid. You know, I was just being hella extra. But then that's what happens sometimes, you know, like, it was weird. It's like when I'm sober, it's like I'm kind of just chilling, having fun, and enjoying whatever's happening around me. But sometimes when I get drunk or, like, whatever, especially if I smoke, right, I start to notice the small things. And when I say the small things, I start catching when there's other dudes insecurities and they start like trying to poke at you. You know what I'm saying? Like weird shit. Cause like when I'm like sober, I'm normal. I'm just like, man, everything is chill, everything's cool. But I swear to God, every time I drink a little bit or if I smoke a little bit, I start catching the other shit. I start seeing people like doing that little weird shit. I'm like, damn, that's this whole time they've been disrespecting me. I didn't even realize that. And it's all because I tapped into whatever the substance was, you know, around 2003. Quit all drugs, but I smoke weed again. Yeah, the weed is good for you, man. What is that? I can't remember what movie that was where they're like, if it comes from the earth, it might be worth or some shit. And then it's like, but if it's powders and pills, stay away from the something. There's like they had a whole thing for it. Anything that's like kind of like man-made laboratory pills, powdery shit, fuck all that. But if it comes from the earth, like a straight up mushroom or a straight up plant, fuck with the plant. You don't want to be at work anymore, Mars? Mars, come on. You play hooky right now. Hey, Mars, you know what's funny? So these live streams I do are called the Truancy Hour. I used to do these Truancy Hour podcasts as audio form, right? And the funny thing about it was I used to do it during work hours. So I used to just record it during work. Like I used to just break in. So like I used to work at the hospital. I used to break into these departments on Sundays and Saturdays because nobody was up there, and I'd be up there just watching football, talking shit all night, or not all night, but like all morning. And then I started hearing shit on like the intercom, and I started like running out the running out the department. Like it'd be crazy shit like that. But that's where this all started was the Truancy Hour. That's where it all started. And then now I'm like, if I'm just playing hooky on life and work, that's why the Truancy Hour continued on YouTube form. You know, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna just take an hour of my day to just fuck around. My bad. I'm missing part of the chat. Used to be a meth head eternal. Damn, I actually met 2 or 3 people. It's funny enough. Like living in Seattle, you meet a couple people that are meth heads too. So it's really interesting. You scanned 128 Dark Magician cards right now, and there is 2. What do you mean there's 2? What do you mean by that? Oh shit, 2 Dark Magicians. Not worth it. The work is not worth it. Yeah. A lot of times that's addressing you, Mars. My bad. Just so you know, Mars. Like when you hear me saying certain things, sometimes I'm reading the chat, just so you remember. So like sometimes I'm reading other people's live chats. If I'm not reading their live chats, it'll just be me kind of chopping it up, you know. But yeah, that's how I be living my life sometimes, man. Like I find like a little niche or like a thing I can do extra out, and I just tap into it, hella. You know what I'm saying? But it's not worth it. Mars, are you able to scan the actual live chat too? Can you get that read? Let me know if you can get that read too. Oh, a night stream, yeah. I used to do these at like 12 and 1 in the morning, man. You know? Got it? Yeah, you got it. I'm gonna see what they got. They might have the. Been looking for the Crispitos since last time. No hot foods? Oh, guys, should I settle on the donut though? If I get the noodles, can I make it here? Yeah. You got hot water or? Okay, cool. All right, here we go. This is a 7-Eleven 260. You can't read it well. I see what you're saying. I wish I do because they got the little shrimp joint, and they got these. I'm really gonna grab this and go to the park. All my life. Low key, I haven't seen the beef savory joint, so I might have to grab this. So I'll pay first. Pay first. Pay for it first, and then. Okay. I'll be right back. I didn't even know bro work here. That's crazy. I'm just talking to him. I can make it here, right? Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna pay for this ramen. I'm gonna take it outside, bro. I'm gonna do card. Yeah. Nope. Good. All right, man. Yeah. Mars, I'm basically making a bowl of ramen at the 7-Eleven. Or is this 7-Eleven? Yeah, I think it is. All right, where do I go? Yeah, the hot water. Over there. Fork. Fork, yeah. My bad. Let me open this. I won't do much, bro. Thank you, though. Yeah. Software reads time, account name, then comment. Okay. Appreciate it. Where's the Oh, right there. Oh, got you. Okay. This is right here. I didn't know I could do this, bro. I could just make a ramen over here the whole time. All right. I'll be using like half of the packet. Whatever. Am I here? Oh, hot water. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Here it is. All right, my bad. I'm gonna lock in real quick. You know how clutch that is? We also live like right next to the. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. So it can hear me say Rhino over Mando perfectly. I might have to say it out loud, Melon. You know, last time I was like reading the live chat, and then I was like, as I was reading it, like, uh, I said almost said Mando. Mars was like, "What are you saying?" And I was like, "I'm just saying whatever they're saying on the chat." So it might come across as a little confusing as I'm reading the chat. To Mars. All right, let me walk over here. This shit kind of hot. Damn. But yeah, Melon is a liar. That is crazy, man. I guess I literally like kind of napped and slumped off for a couple hours, and then the whole day, I guess they've been doing construction on the roads, and also there was street sweeping on my street, which is kind of crazy. Across the street, bro, before I get run over. Imagine if I got run over and then the bowl of ramen started flying everywhere. Crazy. Bro, this binder was a good find. Where did you find the binder at? You find it online? Also, I found this lady's page where she gets like these pallets of like Amazon orders that were either returned or just like never claimed or some shit. So it'd be like random shit, which is kind of cool. Rhino horn has horns. Mando has a gun. You know, this is a good point. This is a good point. Rhino has horns and Mando has a gun. But can Mando poach the rhino, the said rhino? You know what I mean? Is it enough? Your vacuum pump freaking died. Oh, you think it makes Mando better? I don't know if it does, to be honest. I don't know if it does. Oh, Mars, are you not showing up on Sunday? I just realized. Mars, you're gonna be there Saturday, right? You'll be there Saturday. Maybe not. Maybe not Sunday. Yeah. But no, I think we were talking about drinking. Yeah, if I had did these live streams back when I was drinking, that'd be ridiculous, bro. Because the thing is, I don't know, bro. Like, you might be able to find the old audio of me like drinking and smoking, but I don't know if it's still there. I don't know if it's still there. Trade at a flea market. Oh, okay, okay. That's dope. Traded at a flea market. Chilling up here, man. That's funny as hell. You can really. Hey, that's the cheat code though. Like now that I know I can make bowls of ramen at the 7-Eleven, it's over, bro. Because when I do like the winter podcast, it's done. I'm just gonna walk around with the bowl. Damn, straight like that. Just got it. Saturday, not Sunday. Got you. It's funny because JD just hopped in the chat. JD was just there and he was just talking about what's it called? He's gonna show up Saturday, and we haven't seen Brad in a while. JD, aka any voice chat tonight? Yeah, we can. What time? What time is it? 10:49. Yeah, we got time. What do you call this? Right before you get off, you prop this up right here, ish, right there. I fucked up already. But no, JD, we haven't seen him in a while. But it's funny because I already know if he shows up, he's probably gonna end up in the finals. I already know. There's been some new meta stuff though. Also, it's funny because before Game Blade, we had JD, and JD used to run Cobalt Dragoon on Rubber SL, and he used to fuck people up with that. He was doing it early. There we go. Let me prop that up. It's good. They got good money cards. I see what you're saying. At 25, if I fix the pump, okay. They're gonna keep you overtime, Mars. They're about to keep you over there. Keep your ass overtime for breaking the pump. But yeah, I'm available. It's funny because like my live chat here is at 49 minutes, so I'm getting close to my hour anyway. But I'm probably just gonna murk this. What do you call this? Bowl of noodles here. I use a little bit of broth, keeping it chow mein-ish. That makes sense. You know. And here we go. The bowl right there. That's how we're doing it tonight. This is the cheat code, bro. Now I can go on live stream. 7-Eleven ramen. Now I know. Because the whole time I used to go over there and just grab a cup of coffee because it keep me warm. But that shit is like hella strong and nasty at the same time. Some nasty ass 7-Eleven coffee. You're going to try to trade for the Pokemon boosters or slabs. Yeah. It's funny at the at tabletop where we go. One of our friends' cat actually won one of the golden eggs in the what do you call this? The claw machine. And then I thought they were gonna win a slab, but they actually won a Destined Rivals or some shit, like the Team Rocket box, basically the ETB, which is pretty dope. And they don't have much Pokemon cards, so they're like, yeah, it's been years since I got any cards, so these are just brand new. Like these are like my only cards right now. That's tight. Cats like close to my age, so they knew about the '90s Pokemon cards, and for them to not participate in so long, or excuse me, not get cards for so long, and then finally get like Destined Rivals, that's a good ass set, honestly, really good. Because I only have like 2 packs of that. I haven't even opened mine. Funny enough, I just bought them at the where the fuck we're at, like Redmond, and I went to Safeway or something and just grabbed a little pack at the machine. Pump is on. There you go. Nice. Obviously, another late night vlog Mars. Once I get once I get to stop. My bad. We see another late night vlog Mars. Oh, got you. Are you got work tonight, man? You working tonight? That's the thing I'm a dread, bro. When I gotta fucking work, I'm going in. I actually delayed my. There's a day where you have to go in and submit your paperwork, and I delayed it till Wednesday. Wednesday was the latest day. I was like, let me do the latest day so I can have the rest of my summer enjoyed still. I want to enjoy this fresh air and heat, or whatever heat we have left. But hell yeah, we got a melon vlog too. We got the melon vlog. These noodles aren't bad. I'm not gonna lie, they're not bad. We're in the spot. Oh, that's what I was saying earlier about the fucking like moving and shit. Like I was thinking like Texas, man, because they got good food, good American food, barbecue, mac and cheese. I'm gonna be 5'5" and obese. I'm telling you, if I go there, and then after that, if it isn't Texas, I'm gonna move to Japan so I could just eat like seafood. That's all I want to eat is seafood. And harsh winters and harsh summers. That's all I need. Four seasons in Seattle are kind of sorry. Like they're not that great. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. It's all right. But I think I've just been here for so long. It's like I just need to change of pace. Like finally, like I finally need to change of pace. You know. And I just seen a cop car earlier, so I might have to finish this. I'm not trying to deal with that shit. But I want them turning around and shit. Also, one thing I learned. Shout out to my friend Cash, my friend Cash artist. They stream on Twitch, and then they had this stream where they took a Japan trip and they were learning a lot. Apparently, like let's say when you eat like any bowl of ramen, top ramen, or any ramen at a ramen shop, to my understanding, you're not supposed to drink the broth at the very end. You're either supposed to add more noodles or add more rice to the bowl. Because he's like, yeah, all that fucking sodium is at the bottom of the broth and shit. And it's like, if you drink that shit, it's kind of unhealthy. But you should mix it with like more, noodles and other starches, which actually makes sense. Actually makes a lot of sense, because like, my bad, I'm on the lookout for this fucking cop car. Um, it actually makes sense because like you ever just like kill a nice bowl of ramen and you be kind of sleepy at the end. I used to kill bowls of ramen at night and try to play Monster Hunter, and I'd be fucking tired. You get like one or two missions in. So yeah, my bad. Yu-Gi-Oh cards are hard to sell. Might have to piece them out online. Yeah. The thing too is like if you wait a little longer, actually if you get them graded, and then wait a little longer because there's always like those niche Yu-Gi-Oh fans that'll take them. You know. There's also Yu-Gi-Oh players that play different generations of Yu-Gi-Oh, and they want pricey cards in their deck. If that makes sense, they want certain specific cards. They want more than one because they have one for like free play for the actual deck that they're using, and then others for like if that makes sense. But yeah, I will pour out this fucking broth. Whoa. I don't know where I'm gonna take it. Yummy carbs. You know what's the word they say? Like everything in moderation, right? So yeah, because I love me some like sweets and shit like that. I kind of have a sweet tooth sometimes, candy and bread and shit. So like I know the feeling, man. And then carbs, that don't help either, man. Matter of fact, I had a peanut butter sandwich today. What else did I have? All week I've been eating kind of like carby. Like I had pasta too for breakfast one time. Motherfucker had pasta and what is this? Hard boiled eggs and some random shit. It was just like I was eating good. I'm not gonna lie. It was just some leftover shit. Yeah. Let me go and dump this. Maybe I'll do it on the tree. Pause. All right, there we go. Last time I was here at the park was it was last live stream, but the last time I walked through on one of these ends over here. Let me check the time. You got like 25 more minutes, Mars. You're almost there. About half an hour. But last time I was here, that was when I ran into the kid that was screaming and tripping. I was like, damn, is he good? I don't know if I see him today. If I see him tonight, I'm gonna just talk to him, see if he's doing all right. This is fucked up, man. The fentanyl getting everybody. It don't matter what generation, because you just think it's adults sometimes, but some of these kids, man. I seen. I was catching the seven. I forgot where I was going. I'm on the seven. I see these three kids just like sleeping. It looks like they're just sleeping in the back of the bus. One of them stands up. He stands near the back door like he's about to leave. He's holding on to the fucking bar, and he just zonks the fuck out. And I'm looking at him. I was like, he's sleeping standing up. And then all the other kids sitting behind me. I look behind me. They're gone, and they're just drilling too. I was like, oh, this is fucked up. Them kids is all Fenty, bro. They look like they was 14, 16, something like that. Somewhere within that range. So it made me kind of. It was just kind of sad. I was like, damn. You know. I mean, we had kids like that, like growing up, but they were kind of spaced out. You know what I mean? Like it was like it was more like for every 1,000 kids, you had one that was kind of fucked up. We get like one fucked up kid for every 1,000. But like now it's like every 500. This shit got cut in half. 500 kids, now you got like one fucked up kid. But it's like that now. Oh shit, they got the sprinklers. That's actually a good thing they put the sprinklers in there because some of the white people that walk their dogs in here, man, they be taking shits up in that joint, trying to play baseball and shit. That's fucked up, right? It's like that. There's your own. So, that shit. Man, we walking through. We getting back home. I'm gonna walk past. I'm gonna see if I see bro. Yeah, I said this before. I say it all the time. Every time I drop back in the park, sometimes I just look for one of my friends. I met him at my other friend's. My friend has a memorial site up the street. I bring this up all the time. There was one particular night, excuse me, that I went there to celebrate his life or whatever. And then I met him. Dude just fresh out of jail, or just chopping it up, talking. And ever since then, man, he would always come back here, and I just run into him here, if not another part of the neighborhood. But last time I seen him, he seemed kind of homeless, like he smelled a little different. His clothes were a little funky. He was kind of sad, so I'm always looking for him. I'm not trying to put him on blast. It's just one of those. I just want to see how he's doing, because there's actually one morning on a Sunday I was trying to go to Tabletop Village, so I was like, I'm gonna grab breakfast at this Simply Soul joint, grab my breakfast there, and then I'm gonna grab some coffee and then just be on my way. But then I happened to see him outside. I was like, bro, you again? I shook hands with him. I hugged him. I embraced him. I was like, what's going on? And he had a hard time speaking. Like, I don't know if his voice was fucked up or if he was just feeling bad, like depressed or whatever. But his clothes smelled like he was homeless, and I was like, damn. I was like, you trying to get breakfast? He's I can't even do it right now. So I didn't know what that meant. He just didn't want to eat. It was bad. That's one dude. That's one of them people that like we didn't grow up together. Like we literally just met last year, but we knew all the same people, and he was pretty chill. You know what I'm saying? Smoked a cigar with him and everything. And I don't know. I don't know what happened, man. Crazy. The other crazy part, actually, I'll tell you guys this story. Not that it matters, but I remember this was one summer. I was still doing the audio podcast of Truancy, which is funny, but I don't remember what happened this day. I remember I worked out. I went to go somewhere, and then I went to go grab some McDonald's randomly. Worked out in the morning. That's all I remember. I think I worked out in the morning, or I met some people that were at the gym. I forget. It's one or the other. And then I start traveling south, and then I'm like, let me go to McDonald's. Let me grab a Big Mac real quick. So I grabbed the little Big Mac. I'm over here inside the McDonald's on Rainier, by the Lowe's. If you know, you know. I'm over there. The fuck is this? Okay. Um, I sit. How to explain this? I'm sitting down on one of the booths or whatever, like the tables or whatever. I look over to my right. There's some weird looking dude that has like the George Costanza, if that makes sense. Like he got the straight up cul-de-sac. Top of his head is bald. The sides of his head is straight up afro, if that makes sense. Top of his head is straight baldy, but then the sides of his head, afro. So I'm looking at this dude. I was like, this dude look hella weird, and he's just drinking the fucking dragon fruit summer, special. And he was kind of like staring my way, but then also looked like scoping the whole restaurant. So I'm like, this dude look hella weird. So I'm like, man, if he do some shit, I just know I'm gonna sock the shit out of him. That's all I kept thinking about. But it wasn't like bothering me, if that makes sense. So I go to the bathroom, and as I'm walking out, he's walking in, and he got this goofy ass looking face, and I'm like looking at him. I was like, oh, he kind of looked like this one dude I used to go to high school with, like one of my friends that I actually known this kid from middle school. Like we're in the same grade and everything. He's from the projects over here. But he's like those humble kids that just stayed out of trouble most of the time, and some of them people that was doing dirt try to keep him out the way too. But he was always a good kid. He just was always just cracking jokes and shit. And he got caught up too. He got caught up in the game too. But that's a whole other story. Anyway, I'm just looking at him like, that dude look hella like so and so. So fast forward a couple months, I go to I don't remember where I'm at. I run into one of my homies over here by the restaurant that I walk past all the time, and he works there. And then they happen to be closing, and he's just over there, smoking a joint or whatever the fuck before he goes home. And I'm asking him questions like, "Hey man, have you heard from so and so? Have you heard from I said the guy's name, and he looked at me. He's, oh yeah, when I saw that shit, it broke my heart. And then right when he said that, that's how I knew. I was like, damn. So you saying the guy that I saw was the person that we're speaking about right now? He said, yeah. What did you talk to him? He said, no, I didn't. I told him the story. I said, I looked at him. I said he looked hella like so and so. He looked hella like whoop de wop, but I didn't. I wasn't sure if that was him. And then you just basically confirmed that was him. So then people started explaining to me him, and then other people that we all went to school with were like, oh yeah, he's off the shits, bro. Like he be on crack now or some shit. Like he would just be fucking cracked out. Mind you, we're like, we're the same age and shit. So anyway, a couple more months pass. I go to fucking my high school graduating class was 2012. So we had this 10 year or whatever in 2022. Same year my actually, hold on, what year was that? 2022. Yeah, same year my mom died and shit. So my mom dies, and then all of a sudden this fucking they announced the tenure for my graduating class, and I go there, and then the people from the same project that my guy is from, I said, man, what's going on? You know, so and so, what's going on? They said, yeah, but it's bad. Like I remember there was one time he asked me to pick him up and drop him off by the lake. I said, how did that go? He said, well, he's just in my car drooling and shit. Motherfucker would just sit in the passenger side drooling. I handed him some napkins, like, hey man, you might want to clean that up, man. You doing all right? Like he was trying to ask him questions, like, what's wrong with you? Like he said, don't worry about it. He just walked out the car, and he ain't seen him since. The other dude I seen at the 10-year anniversary was like his cousin, and his cousin was like, yeah, it's fucked up, man. That's my own blood cousin right there, man. He's just gone. So anyway, I say all this to say, like, it happens, man. People you grow up with, man, I don't know, they just get hooked. My thing is, like, with him, he don't smoke with nobody unless he trusts them or he knows them. I know he's that kind of person. So my whole thing is like, who the fuck laced them? You know what I'm saying? Like, who would do that to someone? Like, if you're around people you trust, who would do that to your joint or your blunt? Like, who would do that to you? You know what I'm saying? It's just sad, bro, that he went through that. Anyway, that was the whole situation for the 10-year. And I'm talking to my friends that are dropping me off home. They're driving me and shit. Fast forward a couple more months. This is all in the past like year and a half or something. Fast forward a couple more months. One of my friends, he used to be on the varsity basketball team. Shout out my guy D. Greer. He texted me randomly one day. I'm at work. He was like, hey man, you remember so and so? I said, yeah, you heard from him? He said, let me tell you something. I went to fucking go watch Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock at the arena. And he was over there working security. He said he cleaned his act up and he's getting his life on track right now. And that was all I needed to hear, bro. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, full circle. Dude went through it. I don't know what was going on with him. I know, like, with all the gentrification and all that, they knocked down his whole block. They knocked down all the project buildings. They're over at the terrace. They knocked all that shit down, and his whole family relocated. He got addicted. That's my understanding. He couldn't really beat the addiction. He finally got his life on track. We don't know. We haven't heard from Breast since. We ain't seen Breast since. But that's how it be, man. I don't know. People I grew up with, man. We're so close in proximity of the bullshit sometimes. You know, we're so close to this. I mean, that's Seattle for you. Seattle and drugs. You know, my bad. I'm walking through this dark ass here. Let me flip this on you. Bam. That way you get to see the houses. But that's how it is sometimes, man. You just got certain friends I grew up with and shit. They just be gone. You know. That's why it's funny, because like I have some friends that, like, they're just weed heads. They just smoke weed and just they're lazy and shit. But it's like, damn, at least they ain't cracked out. They're not robbing people for money, you know, just to make ends meet, just to get high again, you know, just chasing a fix. That's one way I look at it, you know. But that's how bad it is, generation to generation. Like every now and again, like we had one girl, I never had class with her. She was like an AP student, AP and honor student. But she fucking, to my understanding, she got addicted. This is like early, this is like 2010. So she was on crack and she was stripping. And that bitch had no ass. So it's like, what is she doing? You know what I'm saying? Like we knew she was like this like little blonde white girl. She was skinny and shit. I was like, you got no ass and you out here stripping on crack. This is wrong. Because the thing is, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm just being honest here. You know, I'm not trying to be funny. A bitch smoke crack, she starts losing all of her meat. You know, she's not thick no more. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm just being honest here. That's what's crazy. But she went down that path, and we didn't see her for a while. But again, you start rooting people's behaviors backwards. So I started looking back in high school. I was like, what was going on? She was part of this crew of girls. They were all kind of like, they were slews. You know, we don't add the T. We just say they were slews. But this whole crew of girls, they was all slews and whatnot. So the crazy part about it was, one of them, I ain't gonna say she was slewing the most, but she was doing really well. You know, what happened with her? I don't know what happened. It was some like medical condition. This is in high school. So we used to see her in middle school, high school. She was cute, little. I think she was half white, half something else. Maybe she was full white. I forget her name, but shout out to Lauren. Lauren was pretty cool. She was really cool about everything, but she was fucking everything at the same time. But like sometime around freshman high school year, I started seeing this one mom rolling through the hallways, pushing this it was like a wheelchair or some shit. It was like a wheelchair with this kid, and their head would be bugged the fuck out. You know, they was kind of tripping. I was like, damn, that's kind of cool that this mom is pushing this kid to their class here. Like, I don't want to say like special needs, but damn near look like the kids with special needs, right? Fast forward a couple of weeks, my friend's like, man, you remember Lauren? I said, yeah. He said, yeah, she had that weird fucking disease, bro. I was like, what do you mean disease? Like, she had a disease that put her in the wheelchair, man. You probably see her around the hallways. I was like, you telling me that fucking bald headed kid that I see wobbling around in the wheelchair being pushed by their mom is Lauren? Because Lauren was beautiful. She was beautiful, bro. Like, we're like, what, 14, 15 at the time? We're all the same age. So I'm like, yeah, she's pretty, man. And like, that's what she got reduced to. She's like, yeah, that's her. So I don't know whatever happened to her. I don't know if things got better or she passed away too. But again, she's part of that same friend group. So you can imagine those girls that saw that shit. Again, I think about people who have like fucked up adulthoods right now. I rooted back to the friendships they had back in high school. I'm like, oh yeah, they seen some shit. They seen their friend go get stuck in a wheelchair, go through the fucking diagnosis. You know what I'm saying? Like they seen that shit, and it tripped them out. So I'd be rooting shit back. I don't know. That's just that's just me. People just be getting high just to get through the day because be thinking about friends and family members that you know. You get what the fuck I'm trying to say, bro. Like shit is crazy. It's all crazy, man. Um, but that was sad, man. That was sad. Like I don't know. Like you start hearing all these stories. Actually, one of my friends too. I remember. This is kind of like. Let me see. What time is it, bro? Are we good on time? I'm gonna tell you something funny. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, my. Oh shit. Okay. Damn. Yeah. I won't say it on live stream. I'll tell you guys later. For those that will be in the voice chat later tonight. Uh. Nah. It's like so. There's a It's a. How do I explain this? I forgot. It's like I don't know if I spoke about this last time. There's basically a. Oh, Mars is still there. There's a kid that we wanted to give some gifts to Beyblade wise, and then the dad just messaged me and Chris, basically Mars. But it seems like it's okay. I just was reading it and I thought it was something serious, but they just kind of mess. I'll tell you later in voice chat. It doesn't seem that serious. It just yeah. I just got like a long paragraph. I was like trying to semi read it, and I'm like, oh, is this deep? Is it bad? And then it looks okay. It looks okay. My bad. But yeah. I be thinking about that shit, man. I be thinking about a lot of people in my life. Actually, another one. That's why it hurts me because it's usually the women that we went to school with. He seems okay. I think so. What it is, Mars, is basically because Mars said, "Oh no." What it is basically like they're just going through procedures at the moment, so they're gonna have to isolate for a while. So they won't be around for a while, but I think everything is okay if that makes sense. But I just looked at the message and I was like, "Oh, is this bad?" But it seems okay. Um, when I had this, there was these two girls again, same project housing that my friend was from, the one that had the George Costanza cul-de-sac head, and he got addicted because he got laced. Yeah, I'll be there in VC soon. So it was interesting because how do I explain this? These two girls, one of them, she was like, well, she was half black, half Vietnamese, and she was just like, she was fine though, man. She was but she was like, she's the homie though at the same time. Like she was just a homie, but she was just hella fine. Like everybody was always sipping over her and shit, and then always trying to be her friend. Everybody's trying to be close to her and shit. And then she had a best friend. That girl was hella big, like this big girl. It was basically like her enforcer. We used to joke around like, damn, that's your bodyguard right there, because they were like inseparable. Those two were inseparable, man. You know what I'm saying? So those two were inseparable. Anyway, I'll fast forward to like 2015 or some shit, 2016. I remember passing my classes for a central service technician because I was getting my certification to become a sterile processing person, central service technician, basically. And I remember one of the nights that I was like I was work. I finally got my job. I finally got hired, and I was working consistently. And then one of the nights was my cousin's birthday. It's like September. And then I ended up hanging out with my cousin's sister afterwards, cousin's sister and another extended family cousin. So all of his family members are hanging out. The thing about it is my one of my cousins, her husband used to he didn't run the club, but he was like one of those people that could always get in free at the club at this one specific spot. So she's like, we're about to go to so and so, this one spot. I almost said the name because it closed down anyway. I'm not gonna say the name of the spot because that place used to always get shot up all the time and weird shit. And I was like, ah, fuck it, I'll go. And then we're standing in line, and he comes around and he grabs us behind the rope. We're like, yeah, just come up front, and we get inside early. Bro, this is one of them clubs where like you'd really have to be like a sports player, big time drug dealer, or somebody who's willing to shoot someone. It's one of them spots. And that girl, like I said, the girl that was mixed, the fine girl, she walking up and down the stairs, campaigning and shit. And I'm looking at her, and I'm like, I'm checking her out. I'm like, ain't no way you acting like you don't notice me. I didn't say it out loud, but I'm just looking at her like, that's funny. But I think by the end of the night, she said hi one time or some shit, and just went about her day. But she was working the room. She was working the room a little bit. A couple months later, um, I'm working at a new job, and like obviously these people at this new job know about her too. I'm like, oh, you talking about so and so? She's like an IG model now, and she gets flown out by millionaires. And I looked at them, I was like, really? Yeah, I was like, that's crazy, man. I remember the humble beginning she came from, where it's just like, she was about, chin checking people. If another girl was beefing with her, she'd fight them. A dude was tripping on her, a dude was trying to touch her or something, she'd fight them. All this crazy shit. But then apparently, like she moved up in life and started getting flown out by millionaires and weird shit. I don't know I don't fucking know. This is like early. So I'll backtrack a little bit back to her little bodyguard friend, the big girl. This all started to change in her life right around like when what do you call this? Again, this is weird because we all went to school together. Like I almost forget like how much tragic shit was happening with all these kids we went to school with. Fucking the one of her best friends that was holding her down all those years. She was, I don't remember the whole story, but she was in a car accident. Mind you, she's like 200 pounds plus something. She's kind of big heavy set girl. She gets in this car crash and she doesn't make it. And mind you, this is like that girl's best friend. They were countering each other. I don't know what the word is like. They counterbalanced each other a lot. They'd always counterbalance each other. You know what I'm saying? Like one looked good, the other didn't. Not in a funny way. It's just being honest. And the crazy thing about it was like all it takes is one person just dying or going away, and then everything kind of crumbles. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, like on some Seattle shit, I've seen that a lot. Like more than I'd like to kind of like admit. Like I'm like, oh, these are legit. My bad. These are like legit students, classmates that I had. Like this was the fate of what they kind of went through. This is like something bad happens to one of them, something happens bad happens to like two of them or whatever, but it affects the world, or if not the friend group that they're a part of, and it always bothered me. You know what I'm saying? I was going. It always bothered me to like, for me, it always bothered me to the point of like, all right, for my own. This is before people talked about mental health. I was like, for my own whatever personal preservation, if you will. I was like, I gotta be strong. I just gotta keep being alive, type shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep holding on because you see it, man. You see it early. You see like one death in like a group of friends, if not a set or whatever. And it's just like, yeah, that affects the whole thing. It trickles down, bro. That's all it takes, man. Grief is a big thing. It hits people differently, and you got to keep being strong about it. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. Is like we have to keep being strong about grieving classmates and friends, and we're only like 14, 15, bro. That's just normal. Some people have been going through that since 8 and 12 years old, type shit. It's like that. It ain't normal, but you got to work through all of them. You got to rewire yourself. You got to work through all that just to get back on track. You know what I'm saying? All that shit crazy. But I think about that a lot, man. Actually, I think about that a lot with like, especially when I meet a lot of people that move here for the first time and they're not from Seattle. It's like, you talk to certain people and it's like, oh, they just don't know. They just don't know what it was, man. Like you're walking through sacred grounds, like this neighbor, like this specific block, if not this specific, wherever that house used to stand, that's where so and so died or someone so used to be from, and it's just like everything gets knocked down and torn down and rebuilt. Memories get rebuilt on, and it's a weird feeling. I don't know. It's like people need a place to live, and business needs to be business, but at the same time, it's like where does the careful consideration isn't quite there, if that makes sense. It's like I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what to make of it. You know, um, it's strange. It's just something I'm forced to contemplate on because of the childhood I had, I guess. And again, these aren't things that we asked for. These aren't like bad choices that we made, and then now we have to answer for it. Like, no, when people talk about bad choices you have to answer for in the long run, that's more like when you're an adult. You know, when you're an adult, you know better, but you don't do better. That's different. But when we're kids going through that shit, it's like it's a whole different story. So that's why it's crazy because I root that back to the conversation that I was saying earlier. Riding on the back of the seven, and I'm seeing like four fucking teenagers zonk the fuck out on fentanyl. Like, what am I looking at right now? You know what I'm saying? That goes back to that, where it's just like I don't know their timeline. I understand the timeline of shit I grew up on, but the fact that that cycle continues and it's more or less doubled, like more kids are being affected by this shit. It's a bigger situation and story. So, forgive me for always showing up in any community spaces and giving a fuck. Forgive me for hopping up on live stream, not trying to be funny and have fun all the time and always giving a fuck. That's just kind of like where I come from because it's like I seen a lot of motherfuckers come and go, right or wrong, you know. So I'll leave it at that. My bad. It's like I'm walking through, but street lights on this side. Matter of fact, they just had the trees, so I'm walking around with friends. Just chill. Wherever the fuck, y'all appreciate y'all. Peace.